Hello everyone. GM to the entire community. Welcome to the first edition of GOAT's Network User Journey Workshop. My name is Norbert, the Communications and Community Lead at GOAT Network. Today I have with us Aria. I'll give her the opportunity to introduce herself, and we're also expecting one other guest, our CTO, Stephen, who would also be joining us. And so before we kick things up, we will just give a few more minutes for our general community to join us. This is going to be a very exciting workshop. At the end of the day, we hope all our community will be introduced to our AI agentic economy, deploy their own agents, and start building on goods with their agents. Yeah, so let's just give a few more minutes for the others to join. Okay, I think we are 5 minutes in. We can go ahead and start. Just as a reminder, this event is going to be recorded and it will be available on our YouTube page. And so the entire community, even if you miss the event, can go back to our YouTube channel find the video, follow the workshop tutorials, deploy your agent through ClawUp, and be available within our community if you have any questions. Yes, again, my name is Norbert, the communications lead at Metis, and I'm excited to welcome everyone, especially those of us within the community that are going to join us in the next couple of minutes to our very first workshop on ClawUp. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier on, I have with us today Aria, who is our marketing manager. And so, Aria, yeah, please go ahead and introduce yourself and let's get things started.
So we're gonna wait a few minutes more.
Yeah, I just announced, and so we should have members coming in from now on. I think we can go ahead. Mhm.
We can go ahead now.
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
So we're gonna wait for Stephen.
Stephen just sent a message that he's still having technical issues. And so let's go ahead with just the introduction now. You can go ahead and introduce yourself to the community, what you do at Goat, and how you feel about what we are building at Goat before we jump onto the actual reason why we are here today, a deep dive into ClawUp and how users can deploy their agents on Goat. Yeah. So just an introduction
Okay.
about yourself.
Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Aria, marketing manager of Code Network. So today, I will walk through everything step by step for all of you to understand what's ClawUp and how to use it to create your own AI agents in a few minutes. Um, and also, if Stephen has some problem to log in, I will introduce the main difference between OpenClaw and ClawUp.
Exciting. I'm also very excited about this because I'm also here to learn. I've deployed a couple of agents by myself, but this looks like an easy way to go about it, especially in this era where builders and both non builders have a way around getting their own agents on chain, as well as getting their own agents as their assistants throughout their work and other stuff that they do. And so this is going to be very exciting. As Aria said, there will be an introduction to ClawUp. We really wish Stephen was here to just give us the differences between our product and what exactly is happening across other platforms. Yeah, so just quickly, I'm going to go ahead and give us a little rundown of what exactly is happening throughout our user journey program. As we all know, and again, if you are new to Goat Network, this is Goat Network's very first virtual workshop. This is on ClawUp. However, we've had a first season of our user journey program. The user journey program is a program where we introduce new users to our ecosystem, where we tell them about what is happening within the ecosystem. We take them from a newbie stage, introducing them through quizzes, through questions and answers, learning about the ecosystem, applications, throughout getting them on chain, bridging to our ecosystem, participating in different events across the network. And so we had a very successful season one. And yeah, from leadership, we continue with season two. So this season two of the user journey program, we are going to have, and we've already started having an introduction to Goat's AI infrastructure. And with that comes the very first virtual event, which is this workshop where we have users coming to learn about ClawUp, how to get used, how to introduce themselves through ClawUp to build their own agents and get their agents to also work on chain and by themselves within the community. Yeah, so that's about the user journey program. Again, this is season two. And just a tidbit to everyone who is here, we are going to give out some rewards to some users who deployed their own agents through ClawUp directly after we have finished with the event. Yeah, so yeah, I'm very, very excited. Let's kick things off, Aria. I'll give you the platform. You can share your screen and let's get on it.
Okay. Thank you for Norbert's introduction. So before we go dive into a tutorial, I want to show some key points. as the difference between OpenCloud and ClawUp. Because when I post something like relevant to ClawUp, always some comments asking me, so what's the difference? Why I don't use OpenCloud? Why I use ClawUp? So today I'm gonna give you a few answers in a more intuitive way to explain why ClawUp is easier and better to use for most people. In one word, uh, they are not replacing each other. Actually, they actually work together. OpenCloud, as we all know, is the underlying framework, and while CloudApp is the product layer that makes this framework usable. So OpenCloud is essentially an open source AI agent running framework that connects large language models, tools, and messaging channels such as Telegram. Within this framework, agents can execute tasks, automate workflows, call APIs, and even support long-running processes with memory. So, from a capability standpoint, it already provides everything needed to build agents. But however, in practice, there is a clear challenge. OpenCloud requires developers to handle the deployment and maintenance all by themselves, including severe setup, networking, security, agent lifecycle management, and multi-agent coordination. While it's obvious, the barrier to entry is high, and it's not easy for most people to use or run reliably. So we have ClawUp now. ClawUp solves this problem by turning the entire stack into a managed, productive platform. So users don't need to worry about deployment or operations and can focus directly on building and using agents. So, as far as I know, there are a few key differences. So, first, from deployment, uh, CloudUp shifts from a menu setup to one-click creation with no need to manage infrastructure. So, the usability moves from a developer focus to a no-code or low-code experience. So where an agent can be created in a few minutes. And next, after we create the first agent, we can create multi-agent. And based on multi-agent organization, we have capability to build with native support for agent collaboration. Whereas in OpenCloud, this needs to be constructed manually. And on the security and operation side, ClawUp introduced permission control, data isolation and auditing, along with a visible dashboard for logs and for running status and billing. So all of these elements are essential for moving agents from experimental tools to systems that can actually run in production. So another way to look at it is like Open Cloud answers whether something can be built, and Cloud App answers whether it can actually be used. And many people are not lacking ideas, but are blocked and at this stage of turning those ideas into something real. So Cloud App connects the full path from deployment to operation to management. And in the context of today's workshop, this is exactly why this setup works well. You don't need to have a complex technical background to create an agent or connect it to a channel or build a working demo within a short. Yeah, you can build a working demo within a short time. If you take it one step further and integrate Gold X402, um, the agents can go beyond executing tasks. They can call services, handle payments, and participate in real value flows. So the goal today is to take the first step, create your own agent, and get it running. So next, after you know the key difference, let's start. Let's start from 3-day free trial. I'm gonna share my screen. And don't show share screen. So before we share an entire screen, yeah, I'll share my entire screen. If you can see my screen, please give me some message. And don't worry about anything. Before we start, if you cannot follow everything, you feel free to ask at any time. Okay, I see my. You can feel free to ask at any time, and all steps are also available in ClawUp Guide. So if I mention any links, I will they will be shared later in on our Twitter or in our community. So let's start now. Uh, First thing you have to know is is the official website clawup.org. So first step, get started. Go to clawup.org and click start free. So basically, I'm gonna continue with my Google account. I'm Aria, but I've already created an agent with my work email, so I'm gonna use another personal email. So now, well, after clicking start free, you will be directed to the to this page, and we can click create new cloud. That's the first step. Your creation starts. And here you can see the website guide you to a free 3 days trial automatically. So from here, next step, we can give a name to our agent. Fill the agent name. Let's see. Let me use the common name for all the testables. So here we have to choose a cloud type. Before we only have open cloud, and yesterday we update. We add up Hermes agent. So this kind of cloud type has enhanced memory and continuous self-learning ability. But for showing the tutorial, I still choose ClawUp by default and choose identity. Now we provide three pre-configured types: customer support, knowledge assistant, and process automation. Uh, so each one have some basic skills included. Like if I choose customer support, it already has customer support, summarize, pro, and translate skills. And you can also start from scratch and sorry, and install any skills you want from ClawHub. I'm gonna show you later. So now I choose customer support, and here mode. Mode is like you can keep the default mode for now and change it later. Because if you choose a 3 day free trial, it's by default. You cannot change now, but you can change later. And for next step is to change the channel. So I recommend we choose Telegram, and I'm gonna use Telegram as in this case to show all the tutorial. And because I think Telegram is the easiest way to integrate. And now, the first important step appears. We have to open our Telegram. So as you can see, Telegram bot token issued by bot father. So we search bot father on Telegram. Just ignore the previous messages. I tested yesterday. So next we gonna give him an order. Let's say sorry, new bot. Yeah. Remember, when you input new boat, you must add a slash in at the beginning to make it as a command for to go further. And as you can see, all right, a new boat. How are we going to call it? So choose a name for your boat. Um, This name is for you use to define it, not for showing up. So we can say ClawUp test 2. So next step, now let's choose a username for your bot. It must end in bot. Like for example, blah 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 bot or blah blah blah, with some slash or some special character bot. So we can call it as ClawUp test 2 bot. Then congratulations to your new bot. And you can see there's a link, but we don't use it right now. Check here. Use this token to access API. So you can see a combo of letters and numbers. This one is a token, a bot token ClawUp requires. And you must keep your token secure and store it safely. It can be used by anyone to control your bot. That means you must don't let anybody know your bot token, because if anybody know your bot token, they can control your agent. So for in this case, I just show you how to use it. So I don't make it hidden. I'm gonna delete this agent later. Copy and come back, paste here, and click launch Claw. So here we can say we can see some advanced options, but it's all about technology, so we don't need to change anything here. Launch Claw. So now you can see your clause from overview dashboard. The status is yellow. So we're gonna wait 2 or 3 minutes for the agent status change from yellow to green. Once it changes to green, the status is gonna be running. But this is not the final step. So we are in the halfway. Before it turns to green, I'm gonna show you something else. Like yesterday when I create one agent here. Do you remember choose models? So now we support a few models, different models. When you create your first agent with a free trial, you choose a model by default, and after creating it, you can change your model into different models you like GPT, DeepSeek, and they have different cost. We show all the cost in our guide. See, we have separate independent page show billing, token credits, and DeepSeek is the cheapest one. And let's go back and see the running the status turns to running. So now we complete creation your agent, and it's not a final step. And remember, we are in the halfway. So next, what we're gonna do? We're gonna complete Telegram pairing. Once your cloud status become running, let's open Telegram and find your bot. Find your bot. Yeah, it's easy to find it in from the link bot father sent to you. See here, where you copy your bot token, and let's click this link and click start. And now, if you don't click start, you can just send some casual message. No matter what you say, he will respond you. And let's wait a few minutes. Respond to you or don't respond to you at all. It means you need to connect channel and make a pairing, make Telegram pairing. So now we have user ID and pairing code. So the pairing code is really useful. We don't need to remember or use Telegram user ID. So let's go back to ClawUp chat box. Here, let's click chat, and let's give him a command. We gonna input configure Telegram. Run the command. And open Cloud pairing approve Telegram, blah 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 blah. Change them. And you see your agent start to think. So it's recommended to include configure Telegram run the command, so to avoid a misinterpretation by the agent. See, after a few seconds, we will see. Then Telegram sender, this is your user ID, has been approved with code, blah blah blah. This is your pairing code, and you should now be able to chat with me through Telegram. So after till now we complete all the setup. Your agent is now successfully created. You can chat with it on Telegram or use it inside your ClawUp. So let's try what's Goat network. But sometimes it has some problems, like delay or misunderstanding your command. So if you find some problem, you can also give us some feedback in our customer service Telegram group. See, he's already given me answer, but he gave me 2 answers. So if you find some problem, you can see here, join Telegram channel. This channel is for customer service. I've already joined. You can drop your problem here, or just check what help you can get here. And yeah, we come back to our new boat. And if you want to use some advanced features like multi-agent setup, we can go back to tools. So now we support 2 basic tools, Cloud Connect and Luma Plus. For the first one, you can see Cloud Connect lets your agent talks to each other across claws, across users. So let's go back to overview. You set up your first agent. You want to create another one so they can cooperate and talk each other by that too. And you can also create new team by creating some like sub agent. For example, I have one customer service agent. I can make him as a customer service lead and create a few like 4 or 5 specialists for him to deal with different kind of problems, and ask that lead to make report to me. I just check the report and summary from the customer service lead. So now everything finished. Yeah, and after 3 days free trial, the running cost is only $0.67 per day. But meanwhile, you also need to top up some token credits for the model you choose. As you can see, I have 1 million credits now. Yeah, 1 million token credits, and we've included a comparison of model cost. Yeah, as I showed before here in this guide. If you miss out some important steps, you can also check in overview, in quick start, in connected channel, and any independent page. And billing page, you can see which model is the most affordable. And if your agent is being used to build or interact with a specific project, you can also integrate Gold X4 into that project for payments and settlement by simply copying and pasting. Let me show here. By simply copying and pasting the prompt template here, provided all our updated website. But the link will be this link will be shared after our workshop. So if you don't have a project and paste it directly into your agent, and will likely ask you for more details to proceed. Let me show you. Um, this is my first test boat. I just pasted here. I want to integrate X-Photo for payment, and he asked me. I need to first understand your existing project before I can integrate. So what's the path to your existing dApp, or what stack it is, or what network, what are users paying for, blah blah blah. And you just what you do is just click something across fingers. Yeah, and what I want to show more is remember we have three pre-configured types for the first agent you want to create. And also we support you to create from scratch. If you want to create from scratch and install some skills by yourself, you can find it here, ClawHub.ai. So you can choose like one skill, yeah, one skill, and copy that link, skill link, and just give a command to your agent. Let me show you on the first bolt. So I give him a command, configure this command, install this skill, and with a link, with a GitHub link. So he gonna check. Let me install this skill via OpenClaw CLI, and he checked the correct command first. After checking, he find this skill is already installed, but we need to install the GH on this system for it works normally. And you don't need to understand all of this coding or something. You just follow your agent step by step. Want me to try installing GH now? Yes. And he found another problem. Let me try a different approach. And do you have a GitHub token ready, or want me to walk you through creating one? So you just follow one by one, and finally you're gonna make your agent. You make your customized agent, and I don't follow this skill installment. But another situation might arise too. Let's say I also give my agent another command, configure this command, install this skill. It's a polymarket skill. And first, my agent try to fetch this skill details, but he finds something wrong. He finds the download link is not the real document. So he asked for more time to find the real source document. And after he found that document, he asked me some token. He asked me more token because what if I want to install this skill? It request 0.18 blah 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 dollars, but my balance is 0.16. So if I want to keep going, I have to top up, like buy more token credits. So now I have 100, almost a 130,000 credits. And you must wonder what's the relationship between credits, token credits, and US dollars. After double check with our project team, uh, um, product team. So now 500,000 credits equals to $1. So you can top up here, top up first, and choose. Oh, it's log out. So I gonna show with a new agent. You can top up with credit card, debit card, or some code, even crypto pay. It's very convenient. Yeah. And yeah, that's all I want to share. Um it's very simple to create your own agents by a few clicks. And let me stop sharing. Okay, Norbert.
Yeah, thank you so much, Aria. I've just built my own agents. Already, I had some before, but I've also created new ones. that
Mm.
I was following the tutorials just to create mine and also answering some of the user questions in the chat. Guys, as you saw Aria demonstrate, this is pretty simple. It's just straightforward. With few clicks, you can deploy your own agent directly through ClawUp. As you saw, you can link it to your Telegram, start chatting with it. There are other tools that we might explore in the near future. Example, getting your agent on chain to perform on chain tasks. That is part of the general user journey, and so you can expect that in the coming days, where we get you to have your agent perform on-chain activities. Yeah, so this is very, very easy to do. ClawUp is one of our very own products which aids you to build your own agent. I think we have a very few questions within the chats. Some are complaining about not getting um, funds to deploy their own agents. I mean, they have an error feedback of insufficient funds. However, ClawUp is supposed to be free for the next 3 days. And so I'm just trying to get our technical team to look at that. Yeah, so that's pretty new to me as well. But it looks like this is a consistent error. I've seen a couple of guys um, mentioning this, and so I've just tagged our technical team to check why you guys are getting the feedback. But this is pretty easy. I'm not sure if anybody has deployed their own agents. Just feel free to drop it in the chat if you've completed deploying your own agent on ClawUp. Just let us know. If you are having any challenges apart from the error message with insufficient funds. I think we also got questions from users mentioning where they can get their API keys, right, from the bot. And so this is when you create your own bot with BotFather. Of course, you can create with any username of your choice. After you create it, you get an API token. And so that becomes the token you copy to ClawUp. Yeah, so that's easy. It's just take few steps to get your token to ClawUp. I think we have one of the very first people to deploy their own agents, El Chapi, if I got the name right. He mentioned he has deployed his own agents through ClawUp. Yeah, so this is exciting. Um, yeah, this is very exciting. So we will give time for people to keep up with deploying their own agents while I wait for our technical team to get me a response on why users are facing this error. And so let's stay on. Let's stick around. We will surely get people's questions answered about ClawUp. Just so everybody knows, this is ClawUp workshop. And so we also have a ClawUp socials. We have ClawUp on X, ClawUp on Telegram, where most of the announcements around ClawUp is shared. And so if you haven't joined the ClawUp Telegram group, I'm going to drop the Telegram link in the chat. Feel free to join. If you haven't also followed ClawUp on X, feel free to also join ClawUp as well. Again, ClawUp is our very own AI platform, AI building platform. Aria has already given the differences between what we are offering at ClawUp. I mean, easy steps to deploy your own agent as compared to OpenClaw, which may take a little bit of advancement in technical knowledge before you can find your way around it. Yeah, so this is an easy platform for you, and we keep on adding tools. In our next session, which I'm planning to have, we are going to introduce you to more of the skills that you can add your agent to. And so once you have all these skills attached to your agents, I mean, you can have your own assistant for your personal activities. You can also have an agent where you deploy in the community. An exciting stage within the user journey program is where we have the agents you are building now interacting with other agents, right? And so just as El Chapi has deployed his own agent, means this agent becomes functional on the Goat ecosystem and on the Goat network. This agent becomes interacts with other agents within the ecosystem as well. And so you see, this becomes exciting where we get the agent to agent interaction, even cross-chain payment with X402, among many other on-chain interactions that we'll be looking forward to. Okay, so we have one question from Black Dover. I'm not sure if I got the name right, but you are asking if the API key and the bot token are the same. Yeah, of course. So the bot token that you get from botfather is the same that ClawUp is asking you to drop. And so once you copy it from botfather, just copy and paste on ClawUp, and you are good to deploy your own agent. Yeah, so this is exciting. Just as I was saying, most of the activities we will be having in this season 2 is more or less different from how we did this season 1. This is more agentic, and another exciting update for you guys is once you are able to deploy your own agent, we will compare that. Once you submit your agent name, we will compare it with the database that we have, and you will be able to claim a role on our Discord, which comes with all the perks that you may know. Yeah, so once you deploy your own agent, you are able to claim a role, which is the agentic role on Discord. And of course, it comes with its own fun perks among many other rewards. Yeah, so today, as exciting as it already looks, we have a couple of guys who have already deployed their own agents. And so, not to pre-announce any winners yet, but these guys are showing strength in winning the rewards that we have for you today. And so, yeah, if you have any questions, any challenges that you are facing, feel free to drop it in the chat. If you are not finding your bot keys, if you are still facing issues with insufficient funds, feel free to let me know. We still don't have any other answers from our technical team yet, but this is pretty easy. And so I'm just dropping this from Aria's presentation, documents to ClawUp, as well as a link to botfather on Telegram, a link to our X402 documentation, and our ClawHub AI, which also harbors most of our developmental and technical documentations. Okay, so I've dropped it in the chats. You can take a look if you need any link to the items Aria mentioned. We have one more question coming in from Wayne. Wayne is asking if this stream is going to be recorded. Of course, yes. This will be recorded and available on our chats on YouTube. And so don't worry if you are missing out now. You are not really missing out. Of course, maybe on the rewards, but you can still go ahead and deploy your own agent with this tutorial. Yeah, so we have one more person coming in with his agent. This is what excites me when people have already deployed their own agents. I'm not sure. I will skip the name, but I'm mentioning the last few numbers, which is 7317. I think I got the number right. So you have also deployed your own agent. Congratulations on that. You are the third person I've seen so far. And so we keep on getting new people to join the stream and new people to also deploy their own agents. Yeah, so guys, this is what we have for you. This has been a very short and exciting workshop to introduce the entire community to building on Goat through our agentic infrastructure, and which ClawUp is a major pillar. And so thank you very much for joining us today. We might call it a stream very, very soon, but it doesn't end here. If you have any questions, if you're having any issues, feel free to drop it on Telegram. Feel free to share the challenges directly in the ClawUp Telegram as well as Goat Network Discord. If you have any challenges, if you feel you want to DM any admin, of course, you can create a ticket on Discord or DM any admin directly on Telegram. Yeah, so this has been the ClawUp workshop session, and it has been pretty simple. I think those of us who have been in this space for quite some time now remember in 2016, 2017, it was so difficult to find the agents, to find a dev environment easy to go around. But now it's pretty easy. With this agent infrastructures in place, both builders and non-builders are able to um, feel what builders feel. And I'm just excited when I see people deploying their own agents. This is the same feeling when any developer is able to write a complex smart contract and it passes all bugs and all that. Yeah, so it's just the same thing. Just in this case, builders and both non-builders are able to use the same infrastructure to build agents to work on what they want to work on. Yeah, so we still have new joiners joining us. Of course, welcome. We were just wrapping up, but follow the instructions we've dropped in the chat. If you're having any issues, feel free to drop the messages in the chat. I have a message. Okay, so from our technical team, if you're having challenges with insufficient funds error feedback when deploying your own agent, kindly copy your ClawUp ID and share with me. You can share with me on Discord or on Telegram directly so that we will have a look at your issue, because this looks like a new issue. And so within the next couple of minutes, if you are still having issues, feel free to copy your ClawUp ID and share with me. We will take a look. Yeah, so while we wrap up, not sure if Aria has any last few words for the community about this agent they've been building, and also how they envision ClawUp to be as a big pillar within the Goats network ecosystem.
Thank you. Thank you, Norbert. Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah, we have diamonds also coming in with the agents, which is also exciting. Yeah, this is good. Okay. 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 Good. Any further questions, you can drop it in the chat. Yeah, I'm still waiting for your ClawUp ID. Again, while we wrap up, feel free to share your ID with me in DMs. We have one last question coming in from last numbers 505201, and he is asking, what about the bot token? So this bot token is the same API token that you get from botfather. And so once you create your bot through Telegram with botfather, you are going to get your code with your API token, where you can copy and paste directly on ClawUp. Yeah, so that is your bot token. So far, we have 4 people deploying their own agents. I'm still waiting on the last person so that we can have a fair distribution of the rewards today. Okay, so finally we can call it a workshop today. Again, thank you very much for joining the live stream. This is our ClawUp virtual workshop. This stream is being recorded. It will be available directly on Goat Network's YouTube channel. If you missed it, you can come back and you can take a look at it to follow the guide and deploy your own agent. If you are here with any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat or join us on Telegram, create a ticket, and share the challenges that you are facing. Those of us with errors of insufficient funds, feel free to copy your ClawUp ID and share with me. Our technical team will take a look and solve your issues with you. So thank you very much. Again, we have our last person, which is 6 of Web3. And so 5 agents. Congratulations to everybody. And let's call it a stream. Thank you and bye, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.